At a heated Senate hearing on the Minnesota protests, Senator Hawley called the demonstrations coordinated efforts, suggesting they're backed by outside money. Senator Kim pushed back, arguing the protests reflect genuine outrage from citizens over ICE's actions. Witnesses debated sharply, with lawmakers clashing over whether the unrest is organized or a grassroots response to what people are witnessing on the ground. Watch it all unfold right here.
I'm sure you're familiar with the recent anti-ICE protests in Minnesota. Let me just ask you this. From your vantage point in the state, are the majority of these protests spontaneous or more organized? What is your impression? You're there.
Sorry, Mr. Chair. They're highly organized and coordinated.
What evidence of that? What data? What signs have you observed that would indicate some level of coordination?
Well, in Minnesota, we've seen a wide variety of coordinated efforts. The agitation groups on the ground, there are a wide variety of them, some national, some very professional, in addition to local reports that state they've trained some 30,000 observers to get in and get in the middle of the protests.
And, Mr. Bronner, I just want to pick up here. How many people have been protesting in the streets in Minnesota?
Depending on the day, I'd refer to Senator Corran, but dozens, possibly hundreds.
Dozens or possibly hundreds of people are protesting in the streets of Minnesota. Is that what you're saying? Does that sound right to you, State Senator Corran?
Thank you. I'd respond thousands. So thousands of them, and there are a variety of groups. So those at the national level, which were just discussed, those that are home-based in Minnesota, as well as all of those that have been encouraged by our leadership.
Of those thousands, how many do you believe are just doing this on their own, or do you really think that the majority, if not most of them, are actually coordinated in the way that Mr. Brunner was talking about?
I think there's a variety. There's three tiers again. Those that are national and global, as I just described. Those that have ties based in Minnesota, coordinating with the national efforts, and then those that are homegrown, that just residents that have been encouraged. I mentioned earlier, they talked that they've trained 30,000 Minnesota residents to be observers and to engage and impede federal law enforcement.
Yeah, look, I just want to say that I just strongly disagree with how you've been categorizing this and talking about this. And it's not just people in Minnesota. People all over this country are frustrated and concerned and upset. They're scared and they're worried about things because they just saw 2 American citizens get killed in the street by federal agents.
For more content like this, stay tuned to Congress Clips, and thanks for watching.